the Temple Mount. Baruch Hashem, we're zocha to go with about 1 million of people from the shul this morning, Wednesday, Parsha Vayikra, Tavshin Tet 2019. The first one's up 7 o'clock with a group of about another 15, 20 people. Rav Weber, Rav Elbaum, other regulars. And Baruch Hashem, it's always a zechut to be up at the Temple Mount. For those of us who go, those who follow their rabbis that say you could and should go, it's always a treat to be there and be in the place of Makom Tefillah, the place of Makom Tefillah in the whole world. There's nowhere else in our literature that compares in any way to the Har HaBayit, the Tefillot in the Har HaBayit. Sham Yikarei, that's the place of Tefillah, the Chol Ha'amim. That's where Yaakov was answered, and this is the place of Tefillah. So we're there and making our little effort that we can to try to show a Jewish presence. It's ours. It belongs to the Jewish nation, not the Arabs. So Baruch Hashem was supposed to be there. But to me, what a horrible sight. As I'm walking around, we go from the west wall straight to east. We hit the eastern wall. We turn north. As we hit the northeastern section, what do we see? Something new. The Sha'ar Rachamim, the Gate of Mercy, normally totally closed. We look down, it's down the stairs, about 20 stairs down. On the left of it is wood from the first temple. Carbon dating has put it to a few thousand years old from the first temple. A lot of it's been removed and destroyed by the Arabs already, some of it saved. And there's a building right next to it, the Sha'ar Rachamim area, the northeastern part of the Temple Mount. And what's such a horrible sight to see? There's shoes, there's chairs, there's action down there by the Sha'ar Rachamim, by the compound there. What's the action? The Muslims are praying there. Hasn't happened for years. It's been closed for 20 years. What happened? How'd they open it up? How are they making a mosque over there? So the answer is very simple. A few weeks ago, some scoundrels broke the locks and entered it and opened it up and said, we're going to pray there. So you think Israel, of course, is going to close it up. Well, this is a politically hot topic, and that's not what's going on. And Jordan is very involved now. They already appointed a new imam over the mosque. They already went ahead and are setting up prayers. They're setting up renovations for the place. And that's it. And do you know how many mosques the Muslims have now in the Har HaBayit? 1? No. 2? No. 3? No. 4? No. 5. 5 mosques. The original one where they prayed for many, many years was the Alaska, in the southern part. Famous Alaska Brigades. That was the one in the southern area. Then they turned the Al-Sakra, the Golden Dome, which was never, for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, never a mosque. They turned that into a mosque. Then, back on the southern side again, Solomon Stables. Truckloads and truckloads and truckloads 20 years ago. They took some of our priceless artifacts, archaeological treasures from the first temple. They dumped it all out. 1999, while we just sat and watched. And they made the biggest underground mosque in the Mideast. That's mosque number 3. Then, under the Alaska, they made a 4th mosque. And now, March 2019, we have the dubious honor of watching the 5th mosque created on the Temple Mount. 5 mosques on the Temple Mount. 5 mosques on the Temple Mount. And what are we doing right now? Nothing. What do we have going on? We have elections coming up in a few weeks in Israel. We have Trump's deal of the century coming up in a few weeks. Everything's so volatile. And the Temple Mount is always volatile. So any move the Israeli government makes, the whole world's going to say, hey, we're closing a Muslim mosque on the Temple Mount. So whatever we do, it's going to be explosive. So right now, nothing is happening. And really, everything is happening. The Muslims are taking control of the Temple Mount, at least as much as they possibly can. So what do we have? Unbelievable situation. Many of the rabbis, holy, great rabbis, maintain that the Jew cannot go to the Temple Mount. Every rabbi is entitled to his opinion. But we should just understand what's going on. As the Jews are told to stay away for 50 years now. The early voice from Rav Goren, go up, conquer the Temple Mount, take control, don't lose it. That was drowned out by all the other rabbis. I understand the rabbis' intentions. They don't want Temple Mount to become a tourist attraction. They want the Temple Mount to be disgraced, for people to go to the Azara where they're not supposed to go. They don't want people to go to the Har HaBayit area without going to the mikveh properly. I understand all of the concerns. I do. But I think it's important to state that 50 years of the rabbis calling for the Jews to stay away, and we have a few Jews going. Last couple of years has been an increase. 2018, about 30,000 Jews went, which is a nice amount, better than nothing. But in general, the Jews are not there in big, big numbers. 7 o'clock this morning, 30 Jews went up. Another group after us, but it's a trickle. So it is just important to state. I understand the holy rabbis that say not to go. I do. Responsibility to keep the Makom Kadosh Kadosh. Understandable what the position is. Obviously, I go up, so I don't subscribe to that position. But we should just understand what's going on. And with all the Jews staying away, or at least being told to stay away, and just a little trickle going up, where the world sees clearly, this is not ours. This is not the Jews. The Jews themselves keep staying away. Just a few fanatics go up, and the Muslims smell it. They smell it. And therefore, mosque number 1, mosque number 2, 3, 4, hey, let's try our luck with mosque number 5. And guess what? It works. Only Hashem knows Hashem's ways. We can only guess. But I'm wondering, speculation of course, lo machshvotai machshvotechem. I don't know Hashem, what he's thinking, obviously. But I'm wondering if just like after the first temple was destroyed, the Jews stayed away 1 century, 2 centuries, 3 centuries, 4 centuries, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 18 centuries we stayed away. So God said, fine, you don't want to go to Israel? I'm not going to help you go to Israel. I'm not going to have you fly on eagle's wings. When we woke up in 1800s and 1900s, God said, you're waking up? I'm going to help you out. I'll open up the doors. I'll make the Balfour Declaration, send a remote conference. I'll have Herzl go ahead and have political connections and plant the seeds. I'm going to do everything for you. I'm going to have the UN vote in 47. Russia's going to be the deciding vote. I'll do everything. Because you step forward, Jews, I'm with you. I got you back. And I'm wondering, 67 to 77, 87, 97, 2007, 2017, 2019, 50 years of stay away, stay away, stay away, stay away. So God says, you want to all stay away? Fine. Let the Muslims take over. Pure speculation on my part. And if a Navi would come and say, Danny Myers, God told me you're dead wrong about this idea of God, fine. I accept that. It's speculation. But I think it's important to note that, putting my speculation aside, to note the facts on the ground. And as we've stayed away for decades and decades, and only a few of us radicals go, the Muslims are taking over. The disgrace. The Gemara Makot. The rabbis are crying. They see the foxes on the Temple Mount after the destruction. Okay, the famous Rabbi Akiva, he saw something positive in it all. But the rabbis were crying. That's foxes. The Muslims taking over make the foxes look like a party. Foxes are just animals, and it's a sign of destruction. It's not the sign of another conquest. But Muslims taking over, it's a sign of a conquest. A well-organized plan to take control of the Temple Mount, which has no sanctity in their literature. Muhammad never made it over here, Mecca, Medina, other places he declared. But rewriting history is not a problem for the Islamics at all. And everyone just goes along with it. So let's just understand what's going on. We are watching potential destruction in front of our eyes of the holiest place on earth. The makom of the Migdash, makom of the Kodesh Kadashim, makom of the Korbano, makom of the Ketoret, and we're watching it being destroyed in front of our eyes. And all due respect, rabbis want to say stay away. At least, where's the mass demonstrations? Where's the crying? Where's the Kriya? Where's Tehillim groups at the Kotel? Everyone agrees you could go to the Kotel. In every shul, where's the screaming at this abomination that's going on? I think there's time for serious soul searching for every member of Klal Yisrael. Every member of Klal Yisrael. The Mikdash isn't here. 200 mitzvahs are missing. What are we doing about it? Everyone needs to answer that question. Shalom.